In North Korea, the teachings of the ruling regime, particularly those propagated by its supreme leader, Kim Jong Un, hold immense sway over the lives of its citizens. Every aspect of daily life, including economic activities and personal finances, is influenced by the state's ideology. Within this framework, the notion of stacking gold and silver is not only discouraged, but also directly contradicts the principles espoused by Kim Jong Un and the state control over wealth. North Korea operates under a rigidly controlled economy where the state exerts significant control over wealth distribution and ownership. Accumulating precious metals like gold and silver as a form of personal wealth accumulation goes against this principle. The regime aims to centralize economic resources to maintain its power and control over the populace. Emphasis on state-approved ideology. The teachings of Kim Jong Un emphasize loyalty to the state and adherence to its ideology above all else. The regime promotes the idea that individual prosperity should be secondary to the collective good of the nation. Stacking gold and silver could be perceived as prioritizing personal wealth over the interests of the state, thereby contradicting the mandated loyalty and devotion to the regime. Perceived threat to state stability. The accumulation of wealth in the form of gold and silver by individuals could be seen as a potential threat to the stability of the regime. In a society where the state tightly controls economic activity, the amassing of significant personal wealth outside of state-sanctioned channels may be viewed with suspicion. It could be interpreted as a sign of disloyalty or even as a means of undermining the state's authority. Reinforcement of class divide. North Korea operates under a rigid class system where individuals are categorized based on their loyalty to the regime and their perceived value to the state. The accumulation of wealth, especially in the form of precious metals, could exacerbate existing class divisions and undermine the regime's efforts to maintain social cohesion. By discouraging the stacking of gold and silver, the regime aims to prevent the emergence of a wealthy elite that could challenge its authority. Promotion of state-sponsored alternatives instead of allowing citizens to accumulate personal wealth in the form of precious metals. The North Korean regime promotes state-sponsored savings programs and investments that are aligned with its economic objectives. These programs typically involve contributions to state-run enterprises or investments in government-approved initiatives aimed at furthering the regime's goals. By channeling savings and investments through state-controlled channels, the regime maintains control over economic activity and ensures adherence to its ideology. Conclusion. Stacking gold and silver goes against the teachings of Kim Jong Un and the North Korean regime. Due to its potential to undermine state control over wealth, promote individualism over collective loyalty, pose a threat to state stability, reinforce class divisions, and detract from state-sponsored economic initiatives. In a society where adherence to state ideology is paramount, such actions are not only discouraged, but actively suppressed in favor of loyalty to the regime and its prescribed economic practices. Thank you for watching this very important video. Be sure to like this video and please subscribe to the channel to help us grow and further promote the awesomeness of the great leader and his haircut. Bonus joke. Why did North Korea's military bring a comedian to their top-secret weapons testing facility? Because they wanted to unveil their latest creation, the Kim Jong Un. It's not just a weapon, it's a punchline.